in sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. We'll get us started with the opening kickoff. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the move, it's Durham. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and their giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure, but man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
6-9-1, Gators score. Set.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Green.
Yeah, it's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. You only needed a few yards to get that first down. The defense will have to do a better job next time.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill. He's going to...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
LSU lining up first and goal.
Easy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The option look. He'll pitch it. Picks up the first down. There he goes down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Perry. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a baller from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D-lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Manning. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
From their own 17. They'll run the toss. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll try to get outside. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Expect some pressure coming. And the ball is free on the pitch. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Got some room in to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And
like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Anderson.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Sends it back in motion. Toss to the outside. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Okay. 42 Spider.
The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sharp. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they regain the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As if they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Ringo. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. The tag. Touchdown Longhorns. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Trying to get the corner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. They'll go with a direct snap. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
Yeah, he's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming in.
There he goes. Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the back. From the red zone, looking for a man. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his leg to the carry. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sharp. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able.
There he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Nice move there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Working the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Longhorns are on the move. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
3:25.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
Man, when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25 Finds his man on the left. Oh, what a cut! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Here we go. Razor.
Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. handoff. Keep working on that clock. There he goes. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Longhorns. He got a step and just dusted the field.
David, this